Howdy, my name's Plutalian, and I'm the animation director for an upcoming indie game project called Kaimu. Today I'm going to talk a bit about my progress working on the default avatar, the Kinsii. As the lead animator, I was tasked with capturing the Kinsii's personality traits and implementing them into their movements. The director wanted them to move similarly to deer and sables, so very skittish, fast, and bouncy. Honestly, this was a little scary because I'd have to animate the rig in Blender, which at the time I wasn't very familiar with since my university taught Maya. And making a character that's naturally very fast and bouncy isn't really easy in the first place. But I figured it out. I actually prefer to animate in Blender now, low-key. I worked with the team to figure out how exaggerated we want the personality to be. They made sketches and sent a bunch of references and ideas, and I had to take all of that and blend it into the character. My favorite part of this process was figuring out how the Kinsii interacts with its tail. I wanted the tail to have its own thoughts, separate from the Kinsii. The tail seemed more chaotic and silly, while the Kinsii was more elegant and purposeful. I made a couple of test animations with them interacting. They turned into a cute little duo. I loved working on these. The dances the Kinsii performs are going to be used in a cool mechanic of the game. I can't say much right now, but let's just say your character is going to use these dances to heal the corrupted. Ooh, so mysterious. Usually for animations, I like to start by blocking out the poses and stepped. This technique is good for longer, more complicated animations to get good poses right off the bat. However, for the majority of the Kinsii animations, I rarely use step, funny enough. I found it easier to post the first, middle, and last pose, and then use the linear to help with the in-betweens. I tend to switch up which technique I use depending on what's needed for the animation. Sometimes I even switch it up halfway through just to keep my attention span happy. After I get a good amount of progress, I send the video to the team to get feedback. After the animation is approved, I send the file to the programming team to be tested in the game. Sometimes I need to adjust smaller things like the speed or position of the character movements, but by far the hardest thing to adjust to was the scales. The avatars will have the ability to change proportions similar to other MMOs. It's been tricky trying to make expressive animations without pushing it too far so it wouldn't cause any problems. But it's been such a cool experience to problem solve with the team and test to see what we could do with it. After making sure the animations work well with the scales, we add them to the ever-growing Kinsii rave pile, where they party indefinitely until we have something to do with them. I can't share much more than that at the moment, but I promise we have some very cool stuff being developed, and I'm super excited to be a part of it all. If you want to stay updated on the game, we have a Discord server where we regularly share sneak peeks and updates. We also have an Instagram, but we don't really post as much there. I do though. It's at Plutalian if you guys forgot. You should follow it. Just pointing that out again. It's at Plutalian again. It's at Plutla. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see y'all when I have something else to upload, which could be a month from now or a year from now. Who knows? Either way, I'll see you then. Goodbye.